Now we are discussing about in information technology, in that so many developers will go for the time being to so many job interviews. So every developer will feel that I should get the job and I should give good answers to all types of questions asked by our interviewer. So everyone will feel likewise only. So how to do? What are the repeatable questions and what are the logical questions generally they will ask, and how to do it? It is also most important. We understand that when you hear these common code questions for the first time at an interview, you may slip due to nervous and lack of preparation. Knowing these popular coding questions is vital before going to any programming job interviews. If you are preparing for your next programming job interview and want to practice some often asked technical questions, you have come to the correct spot. We understand that when you hear these common code questions for the first time at an interview, you may slip due to nervous and lack of preparation. Knowing these popular coding questions is vital before going to any in programming job interviews. You will have correct thoughts to give correct answers. So, here are some frequently asked programming problems that every developer should be aware of. But certain practical experienced guys will not have answers to question to give immediately at the time of questioning, but they are having very good coding and practical experience, but they cannot explain in a simple way, communicating way. Communication is also, so lot of things, but without communication, how that another person can understand your technical skills and coding? So certain that times these repeatable around I prepared around 20 questions. If you know all these 20 questions, and if you prepare how to answer and how to give in a quick way, in a short way, if you are preparing, that is good for you. And as well as if you are having that much of thought in you for giving a solution, means you will be successful in being a developer. So all these 20 questions of logical questions of interview, I will give one by one questions. These list of questions are important. How do you find the number? My first question is, how do you find the missing number in 1 to 100 integer array? Suppose one array is there. In every array, the column will be filled up with 1 to 2, 3, 4, likewise 100. Any missing number is there, you should give a logical representation, how it is displaying any missing number, what number is missed. You should give a display. That means it is you should extract from the array and check one by n, one element, and if any missing number is there, you should display. So it's a good logic. If you know this logic, and you can practice it with pencil also, how to do that coding in any language. Coding you can do in C++, Java or Python, whatever it may be. Language logic is most important instead of language. So technical language I am saying. So you can have an idea and prepare something in your home, then you will be successful. And the second question is, how do you locate a duplicate number in an integer array? One thing also I will say, so many interview questions books are also available in the market. You can get it, and even PDFs also will be available in online. You can get it also. These are the certain questions. Some questions I want to explain you. How do you locate a duplicate number in an integer array? How do you locate a duplicate number in an integer array? One array will be there, that is certain random numbers are there, 15, 20, 21, and again 15 and 16, 17. Duplicate number is there, it has to display. So that logic also, it is an array or whatever it may be, list whatever it may be, you should extract it, and if any duplicate number is there, you should check it and display the same. So it is also a very good logic. You practice it in your home in any language. It need not be a C language, C++, Java, or whatever it may be, and Python also. But if you know the logic, that is most important to the employer. If you know the logic, you can frame in any language. Nowadays, so many coding techniques available in Google search also. Suppose entry, modify, delete, view, print. These are the 5 mantras of anywhere. If you go for project work, all these are important. So, if you know this logic, it is good to you. So, practice it in your home. The missing numbers and duplicate numbers and all these, it is good to you, and it will give mental your mental risk also will be reduced. And third point is, how does one go about reversing a linked list? In a list of array, 1 2 3 4 5 6 are there. They want in a reversing manner, that means 6 5 4 3 2 1. That logic also will be useful in certain extent in certain areas of functioning in programming. So, you can do that logical, practice that logic in your home, and then you write it by pencils certain times, and then you can give good answer, and employer will always won't see your he will see, he will understand your standard and logical thing only, but he will not he will neglect about your speaking language and communicating language. All these are not, they will not consider. They will consider your thought and logic only. So, be careful regarding all these and practice it, then you will be successful being a developer. And fourth question is, how may a singly linked list be reversed without recursion? That is another logic. And fifth question is, in an unsorted linked list, how are duplicate nodes removed? So, you should take an array list in array, for example, one array you are taking, and you read all the items, and you should remove duplicates and missing numbers, and as well as duplicate nodes also you should remove, and then display the things. That is also very good logic. You can do that also by practice only. First, if you are practicing well, then you can give good answer in interview. And next point is sixth question is, can you develop a software that implements a binary searching tree? Suppose one search in 5 folder is there, one particular folder you want, but that is also approximately the name. If you type 3 or 4 words, you should display the remaining information. So, it is easy to you, and it is easy to extract by that way. So, that logic is also very good. Only that thing is, searching will be done by substring. Substring is there in every language is there. Substring of word is there. If one is matching, you can list out one. If 2 letters are matching, 2 list, and substring of 1 comma 2 comma 3 means, all the size of 3 means, it will search again. By that substring function and methodology, you can retrieve all these informations in a search way. So, you can practice that also in your home. Once if you are practicing at home only, you can give good answers in interview, but first practice is most important. And the seventh question is, in a given binary tree, how do you conduct pre-order traversal? That is one logic. And another eighth question is, create a program that traverses a given binary tree without a recursion in pre-order. That is another logic, and that is the question, you can answer it. And ninth question is, how do you execute an in-order traverse for a binary tree? In order traverse for a binary tree. Then 10th question is, how to create a vending machine? It is coming into artificial intelligence and machine learning in Python. And then 11th question is, can you create a program to print Floyd's triangle? Especially it will come by Pascal. Nowadays in almost all languages are giving the result also. And question 12 is it possible to write a program to print Pascal's triangle? And the 13th question is, question number 13 is, how can you tell if a given year is a leap year in Java. By divided by 4 is the leap year. That logic you should get it, and the return value will be the leap year. You can give by functioning of C or C++, Java or Python, whatever it may be, you can do it. They want your logical strength only. And 14th point is how does a radix sort algorithm work? That is also you can study and practice it with a good logic. And then 15th question is what exactly is a binary search algorithm and how does it work in Java and C++? Now we are discussing technical questions for developers. That is 15th question we are there. In that 15th question, what exactly is a binary search algorithm? How does it work in Java and C++? It is one logic. Binary search algorithm. And how does it work in Java and C++? Search algorithm means substring is the main function. Substring means a substring 1 comma size 3, size 4, size 5. Likewise, if you give exact letters, that is the size. Likewise, with that substring function, you will get everything. That is the algorithm. That algorithm you should practice, and then you can give good answers in interview. And the 16th question is what is the difference between a stable and unstable sorting algorithm? Certain input will be there. In that you should give in a sorting way, in ascending or descending. And generally everybody will do ascending only by default, ascending. By that algorithm sorting is you should know. That is the question he is asking. Then 17th question is what is the distinction between comparison sorting algorithms and non-comparison sorting algorithms? And in algorithms also some two areas are there. In that comparison and non-comparison is also very good logic and a heavy method and function and technology is there. You practice it in your home, then you can give good answers in the same way. And then the 17th question is what is the distinction between and say 18th question is what exactly is an interpreter language? Interpreter language means for interpretation. In olden days COBOL is there, interpreter language. Nowadays also so many are there. That is he is asking what is exactly an interpreter language. And 19th question is what exactly is PEP8 and why it is significant? That is you should study in Google search and have a information and solution. You will get it and practice it and notes and have a notes of it, then you will be successful in interview. Then 20th question is what are SQL constraints? SQL constraints means indexing is one constraint, sorting is one constraint, view is one constraint, and table space is one constraint, table is one constraint. All these constraints if you are perfect, that is you need not become a database administrator, but SQL constraints if you know, that is comfortable for logic in any type of language, C, C++, Java or Python, whatever it may be. So SQL constraints you should know. So main constraints of SQL is indexing, sorting, view of the table, and creation of table space. All these 5 if you know well, you are easy to manage database administration very well. So try to concentrate in these 20th question is also most important. If you know all these 20 questions, logic will not go more than this. If you go to any type of programming or any type of project, logic will be the same for all these 20 questions, or the complete logic will come to you, being a developer. If you know if you practice, if you get all these questions answers very well, you are the king in the industry, IT industry. You will get a very good job, and you will be comfortable in being a developer also in IT industry. So wishing you all the best.